Hello, friends and my fellow VEDSies. What day is it? It's Sunday, and on Sundays I do shoutouts. This Sunday I'm sick, so I am going to recommend some of my favorite Let's Play videos, because Let's Plays are the perfect thing to watch when you're sick. I don't watch a lot of Let's Players, but I went through a phase in my first couple of years of university when I got really into Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, and the game Grumps, and I blame Tamara for this, so thank you, Tamara. Let's start with Jacksepticeye. What should you watch Sean play? The number one answer to this has to be Undertale.
Top of the morning, ladies. My name is Jacksepticeye, and welcome to Undertale.
It is incredibly cozy. He does all the voices. The game is great. The music is great. It's got cute monsters. I mean, it simply cannot be bested. It is a very funny game with a well-told story, and Sean's playthrough of it is my favorite of any I've seen. Night in the Woods is another personal favorite just because I love that game, but I think it's one that you'll relate to if you're in your late teens through mid-20s. It's set in a small town. It has some good angst about growing up and trying to figure out who you are and what to do with your life. It has excellent music. Sean does wonderful voices. It's a great game, and he does a great job leading you through it. But both of those are plot-heavy games. They get pretty emotional. So if you want something lighter, I will recommend Geometry Dash, because the beats slap, or Slime Rancher, because look at the slimes! Look at them. Okay, next up, Markiplier. There are a couple of older series I really like. I very much enjoy To the Moon, which is a game that gets pretty emotional, but it's also very sweet. I also like Off, which is very strange and dark in a sort of Alice in Wonderland kind of way. I love it, but it's very bizarre. Somehow that works for me. But my ultimate recommendation, if you're looking for a story game, is probably Firewatch. It's a gorgeous game to look at and listen to. There's a lot of wandering and exploring in the golden wilderness, so it's very pretty visually. It takes you on an emotional journey with some unexpected turns, and Mark makes a great guide. I think he understands what the story is going for, and it's really enjoyable to watch him play this one. If you're looking for something lighter, I will recommend 60 Seconds, which is about surviving a nuclear apocalypse. You've got 60 seconds to grab everything you need, and then later you have to scavenge for stuff and try to survive. And it is as fun to watch Mark fail at this as succeed. When it comes to Game Grumps, the channel has evolved a lot over the years, and they've had many configurations of players on the couch. But I'll start with a Dan Aaron series, and I will recommend Pokemon Fire Red. Really, any Pokemon game will do. They're all fun, but Fire Red felt like it went on forever, so if you were very sick, it would be a great one to just binge. And it also has some very silly, sleepy episodes. But in general, Pokemon's a great thing to just sort of put on when you can't be bothered to pay attention what's going on. If you're interested in Dan on his own, I suggest the Space Quest series. I had never heard of these games, but they are sci-fi adventure games following the adventures of a janitor, Roger Wilco. They were made in the 80s and 90s. They're a couple steps up from being text adventures, and Dan loves them. These playthroughs are like sitting on the couch with a friend showing you a game from their childhood. They're absolutely wonderful, ultimate cozy. I will also throw in a suggestion for Steam Train. Susie, Aaron, and Barry played Plants vs. Zombies. Well, Susie played, and Aaron and Barry mostly just hung out and acted sleepy. They are all very tired and very silly, and Susie is great at Plants vs. Zombies, and this is just very fun to watch. It's like when you're still hanging out with friends at 2 a.m, and everybody's like, oh, we should go to bed, but I don't want to, so let's play Plants vs. Zombies. It's exactly what this is like. For more Susie, I will throw in a series from Kitty Cat Gaming. I suggest watching Susie and Dan together playing Animal Crossing New Leaf. This is just Susie showing Dan around, like showing him different towns, and he's, I think, drinking tea. And this is about as cozy as a Let's Play can get. Literally put on rain sounds in the background. This would be perfect for that. And one more just for fun, I will also toss in Hank Green's playthrough of the Stanley Parable. Hank was the first person I ever watched play the Stanley Parable, and if you're not familiar with that game, it is really entertaining. It is narrated, and the narrator is sort of arguing with the player as you make choices and attempting to guide you along the path of the story, and you can choose to follow along with the narrator or to defy them. And things get really interesting, and there's a lot of stuff that comes up about player agency. And there's something to me so nostalgic about watching Hank do Let's Plays, because he hasn't really done that in many years. And I used to find games with Hank to be a very enjoyable watch. So those are my cozy recommendations for Let's Plays. Very, very casual shout out Sunday. I guess just shouting out some of my favorite Let's Players over the years. Anyway, babes, this is my final shout out of VEDS, real cozy casual one to round things off for you. I hope you're doing well and that everybody had a good weekend. And my friends and fellow VEDSies, I will see you tomorrow.